Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Final Fantasy Brave Exodus video, and here we've got a review for the first global original Super Universe unit. So we're going to be going quite a bit in depth here, so this is what you would normally expect on my channel, is to go seriously in depth on all these units, and that's what we're going to be doing. But quickly, I've got a quick announcement and also an announcement for my sponsorship, Amazon. So very quickly, let's get into an announcement for the Clash communities, where you can now join the Discord. I posted everywhere, and also some Amazon coins offers, so pay attention to that. So I'm going to be here delivering some information involving the Final Fantasy universe and Clash of Communities 2022 information, and a sponsorship from Amazon. Yes, I'm being sponsored by Amazon. It's surprising, right? I didn't think I'd ever be sponsored ever. So very quickly, let's get into it. So the Clash Communities is going to be coming yet again. If you remember, last time you voted for special things like which side you were on. For example, I think last time was War of the Visions or Final Fantasy Brave Exodus, who wins, and stuff like that. But this time it's going to be a little different. But firstly, there is going to be a 3% off Amazon coins back on select in-game purchases, and here are the in-game purchases, and pay attention to those dates. All the information is going to be linked down below in the description and also pinned comment for you guys. So, how do you get the offer? First, you got to download the Amazon App Store version of Final Fantasy Brave Exodus or the Visions Final Fantasy Brave Exodus on your Android or Amazon compatible device. If you're already playing on a different store, make sure you click on that nicely colored click here for instructions button to figure out how to do that to get to the Amazon App Store. And then you launch the Amazon App Store on your version of the Final Fantasy Brave Exodus or the Visions, and link your account. You're ready to start saving. Making in-game purchases on anything that is listed here for those dates, and you will be able to receive 3% Amazon coins back on your purchase. And if you need more Amazon coins, you'll save up to 20% off on apps and in-game purchases using Amazon coins today, and you'll be able to click on that nicely colored button right there to find out what packs you can buy. And they'll be able to also click on here to find out the terms and conditions and offers above. And like I said before, the offer will be available if you click on the description or in the pinned comment. All the information will be down below. So let's talk about the Creator Clash. All right, so this is the official Clash of Communities 2022 server, and you'll be able to access this very soon. Let's talk about some of the rules here and conditions. So this is in cooperation with the Amazon App Store. This is not an association at all with the global side of Gumi, Final Fantasy, or War of the Visions. This is an Amazon event. And the way you'll be able to get into this is if you react to this with a thumbs up button. You have to be sure that you're 18 years or older, and you're also living outside of China and Japan. RIP to those people that are not in those, living in those places. Sorry about that. But the terms and conditions, they are brought to you by a team of War of the Visions and Final Fantasy Brave Exodus creators, including myself and all the other beautiful people that are listed right there. So very nice that we're all coming together for this event. And from the 17th to the 31st, you'll have access to the a special offer, 3%. We already talked about that. So there'll be a link down. There'll be a link in this. And if you have, for some reason you can't find more information, there's a link as well in this Discord for you guys. So you'll be able to participate in the Clash event by submitting some artwork of either Lastful or Jaden, or submit a picture of your own cosplay in any Final Fantasy Brave Exodus universe character, whether Final Fantasy Brave Exodus or the Visions. And you'll be able to try to win exclusive prizes from the FFBE universe. To join the event, post your creations on the dedicated channel, and make sure you pay attention to these dates here. And it has to be there's 3 conditions here. It has to be the Lastful, Jaden, or a picture of your own cosplay of any Final Fantasy Brave Exodus character, either in War of the Visions or Final Fantasy Brave Exodus. And to vote, you determine the 3 winners. Please vote, and you'll be able to find that information there. And there's the open and closing periods of the event right here. And the 3 creators with the most votes at the end of the period will be able to declare the winners. And make sure you join the live stream on Oren J's channel on Twitch to find out who will be the winner. And the announcement of the winner will be on the 10th of the next month, which is September. And once again, this is not global, and also War of the Visions is not a sponsor of this event. This is not an official event of either side. This is all all from Amazon. And that's it, guys. So if you have any more questions, leave them in the comment section down below. And that's going to be it. So hope to see you in the Discord server. Peace. Alright, thank you, past Deus, who probably looks a lot better than what I'm looking like right now. Anyways, let's get into Beach Blaster Olive. So, alright, so she has Pentacast. She has moves with mod buffs for her main damage moves, which include Fire Cannon, Fire. We also have some Fire, Water, and Light views, and also Imperils for those. She has Evian, Aquatic Beast, and Machine Killers. She's also got 500% cap. She's got 250% mag TDH, 400% with her STMR. She has a Fire Cannon Fire. The Fire Cannon Fire ability has a 500% magic store. So how that works is after one use it goes away, but for that one move that you ever want to use it for, it is going to be a lot stronger with 500% magic store buff, which is not tied to regular magic buff. So you can have a 400% magic buff as well as the 500% magic store buff, and whatever you're going to use for the next turn would be insanely powerful. Let's just say that. So her base LB, 85% Spirit Break, 25% Gun Imperil, 150 times magic damage with 50% Spirit Ignore, sorry about that, Spirit Ignore, and it's a one hit. Restore 1 charge for Fire Cannon Fire. Okay, so sorry about the typo, but you guys kind of understand what I mean anyways. So actually, with proper setup, her base LB can be stronger than her Brave Shift LB at times, is what I figured out, and what people have mathed out. So she has on her SLB 90% Spirit Break. I mean, that's definitely interesting because we haven't had one since Lightning. 30% Gun Imperil, a little low, but we'll be talking about that. 300 times magic damage, and it's Extreme Nova Frames. 7.5 times per 5% morale. 450 times mod in total. She's also gets a 55 times mod, and it's like 5 something per morale, and it's up to 165 times at perfect morale. For dual summer shot, restores 2 charges for Fire Cannon Fire. Alright. So she does have a lot of things similar to Regina. She has a Pentacast, so she does a lot of moves. She has a lot of mod buffs for some of her main moves and things like that. And her LB, SLB will be able to help with those, especially the SLB, of course. But let us get into the cons here. So we've only got 30% Gun Imperil and it's on the SLB, and we're going to be going into a meta where 40% is pretty much the norm at some point, because Tidus has 40% Sword Imperil and also 45% throwing weapon Imperil, and he's not a global original unit or anything like that. So for all the people who bash only JP units and things like that, I mean, she only has 30% Gun Imperil. That should be like 35 to 40%. It's not that high, so she's going to need someone else to do something like that. For example, Lightning. The New Age Awakening has 35% Gun Imperil, which is, I guess, one of the highest. So her 90% Spirit Break is also only on the SLB, and it's only for 2 turns, technically 3 turns, but basically only 2 turns, 3 turns. Her Guts is only one time and only at 5% and not 1%. That's a pretty big deal, because you might be thinking, what's not that big of a deal? But if it was at 1%, it's always better, because no matter what HP she's at, she's always going to survive 1 hit if it activates. And they didn't compensate for her not having a Brave Shift, because she should have been able to have a few Guts. Should have been 2 or 3, but it's only one time. That's it. So, yikes. They're really trying to cash in on this hype for Regina before Regina even comes. Regina's still better damage-wise, for sure. Olive does have a leg to stand on a little bit with her base LB being, if you get working properly, it's actually pretty strong. But other than that, You're never gonna really be using all of her mod buff moves, unlike what Regina would do, because apparently all of them are just not that strong in comparison to her base LB and things like that. Is what I read and researched. So the last thing here is more of her bulk, which is what you want in Clash of Wills, is tied behind EX3. Not sure I like that too much. So she's a little bulky. She's easy to build if you have her STMR, but you need EX3 in order to get 1,000 more HP. Yikes. So there is one positive thing, is that she has the breaker roll, so actually there are certain STMRs that will work with her, including Emperors and also Lulus in the future, which is interesting. So I mean, that's an option for you guys as well. The breaker roll being tied to her is pretty interesting because she has Spirit Break, of course. And I think that's gonna be it. I mean, she's not gonna be blown. She's not gonna be, you know, tearing the roof down. If she had a concert performance, she would not be burning the house down. She would not be, you know, doing stuff like that. I just think I think she's a nice, in Dark Vision, she's going to be a very nice side DPS for Angela if you need to cap, because of her base LB being pretty decent. Because if it didn't have the Spirit Ignore, it would not be good at all. But since it has the Spirit Ignore, you can actually use certain things to help her out with that to get even stronger. You really need her STMR to be very valuable. So, in the end, this is going to be giving the first global original SLB. 8.7. I wasn't sure. I wasn't really sold on giving her a 9, but 8.5 seems a little too low as well. So I wanted to go in between and go 8.7 out of 10. She's basically in the same situation Graph is. Basically what I like to put it, Graph in that spot, in that category of side finisher, pretty much, because she really is. She's the perfect side finisher. She's not going to be your main finisher unless it's like Clash of Wills capping for this one in particular, because I'm sure she'll be, of course, she'll be very good against, I'm sure, against this Clash of Wills boss or the next one. I can't remember which one it is. I already forgot. It's either this one or she's gonna be very good against the next one. So after that, I don't know if she's gonna be good anymore against Clash of Wills bosses, but we'll see. We'll have to see. So 8.7, I think, is pretty fair. Let's talk about the vision card. So the vision card, I unfortunately don't have a slide for it, but very good artwork. So if I could just do based on artwork alone, 10 out of 10, but we can't do that. So the only thing that you really care about is the last one, and it's 50 times mod buff for 5 turns. It's not a cooldown. It activates already, so you're on the clock for 5 turns, and it only works for morale abilities, so that's a big one. The FFBE lock thing is not as important now that we know that it's only for FFBE locked. It's only for morale. So, is it worth it? Kind of worth it for Chizuru and other units that like to do things really quickly. Because it'll still work outside of Clash of Wills on morale-based LBs. So it's been mathed out that 50 times mod buff is better than 500 flat attack by a little bit, but it depends. I would say it really depends on what you have to go for this vision card, but it's not going to be, you know, top tier. If we talking a lot differently if this was like a cooldown you could activate, like Tie of Spirit. This is not Tie of Spirit, it's just an active ability that just activates at the start of battle. So unfortunately they didn't make it a cooldown to be activated whenever you'd like it to be. So you've only got 5 turns. After those 5 turns are over, it's useless. You might as well just use a different vision card. So in Clash of Wills itself, it'll be very good against, you know, doing 99 quick 99 clear, but in an actual capping, you know, rank 1 clear, it's not going to be that great. No. Unless there's a way where they can figure out a way of capping within 5 turns, which is, I don't know, the last 2 seems like it seems unlikely based on the last 2 that I just did, where I capped at rank 1 and I had like 7 or 8 turns, and I think the other one was like 10 turns. So very unlikely that you'd be able to do it in 5 turns. Very unlikely. But it's, I mean, it could be possible. It could be possible. I'm sure there'll be something that goes around where, oh, I capped it in 5 turns. Oh, okay. Alright, well, so the fading card will probably get like a 7. The stats are a little low, and the only thing you would want is the last ability, and it's tied to FFBE, and it's only for 5 turns. So it's really restrictive, but if you're able to pull it, it is probably going to be pretty powerful for those quick situations. Alright guys, that's going to be it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about all this. If you watched all the way through, make sure to type in hashtag summer. That will be the keyword for the ending of the video. Hashtag summer, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to look down below in the pinned comment to check out the Clash Communities, John's 22 Discord server to join and join in the festivities. And I'll hope to see you in the very next video. Peace.